All right, this is Billy Goat from Doomed and Stone, and today I'm with the guys from Zirakzigil. Welcome. Will you guys introduce yourself for the loving folks watching?
I'm Connor, play bass for Zirakzigil.
Seamus, I play the drums for Zirakzigil.
I'm Charles, I play the guitar.
Right on, right on. And not to put her on the spot, but Kayla from Butch Mountain is watching from afar. And so you guys are opening up tonight for Witch Mountain and Holy Grove, which is very exciting. And I understand that there's new material in the works since we last talked. Can you tell us a little bit about the new album?
Yeah, it's I think probably a lot heavier than the other album. We had Billy Anderson produce it, so
We're so lucky to have him in Portland.
yeah,
So lucky.
amazing. But we got it. We just got the CDs, so and everything we're playing tonight is from the new album. It's all new. Pretty stoked about it.
Right on.
It definitely expresses Zirakzigil much more than our first album. We're really happy with the way it turned out, and we think that people are going to get a much better idea of what we're doing and what we do than with the first album.
That's interesting to hear that, because it almost, now I'm super curious. You going to be playing some of them tonight?
We'll play three
Everything
or
we're
four songs.
everything
Oh.
we're playing is from the new album.
Sweet. So literally tonight we're going to hear a new phase of Zirakzigil,
Absolutely.
and maybe one that's been there underneath the surface all along.
Yeah.
Right on. Okay, so can you just walk us through the three songs very quickly?
Like thematically, or
Yeah, tell us what the name is and what they're about, if anything.
tonight we're playing Categoria is the first song.
And that's also the first song on the album.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's I guess it's all about the mind, the way your mind puts together the universe that you perceive, and the chunks of perception that are created, referred to as categories, categoria. It's the whole album is kind of based on that.
It's called World Builder.
Yeah,
So
World Builder.
that's the theme, and each song reflects a different aspect of
Yeah.
building your world.
Yeah. So the first song, Categoria, is kind of like the foundation, and then the second song, which it flows right into the second song, Prolegomena, which is kind of a tribute to Kant's Prolegomena to any future metaphysics.
That's a new name for me, but I'm definitely going to be Wikipediaing it when I get home.
Yeah, it's basically, it has to do with the basis of the knowledge that you can receive through your senses, and how that all relates to what's actually out there, as opposed to what you perceive to be out there.
I can tell that you guys have spent many late nights talking about
Yeah.
philosophy and metaphysics and all that good stuff.
Yeah, it's been fun.
So that's the first song, and then
The second
it just kind
The
of
first and the second song.
First and second,
They're connected.
okay.
The whole album
Categoria.
is connected.
Yeah.
It's all one piece. And on the actual album, there's a connecting riff or whatever to in between song to song.
Yeah,
So we end a song and it's going into the beginning into the next. So Categoria and Prolegomena is going to be one thing, and then we'll take a little break, and then we'll go into Terra Pericolosa, which is the fourth song on the album. We're going to skip the third song just because this is what we want to do, and time-wise.
Yeah.
So the last song, Terra Pericolosa, which means dangerous ground
Yeah.
or dangerous territory,
Yeah.
which is the final song of World Builder.
Yeah. It's the actual physical world and all of its manifestations. Yeah.
It sounds very cool.
Yeah, there's kind of a, you can,
Sorry.
No worries.
it's like there's a little metaphor about like the earth as a body. There's like a line like the soul being the iron core, and then the blood is lava, and kind of have this whole thing worked out about the creation of the planet, being bombarded by all this debris from space and forming the body, the physical body.
Are you guys surprised that more people haven't discovered you by now? Because I'm actually really surprised. I mean, first of all, it is a crowded world out there, especially with the internet. There's so much going on, but you guys are seriously just a step away from
Thank you.
I mean, we
from getting on Noisy or Occult Nation or something.
We were just outside, and I was just saying, I'm honestly surprised that people, because we're constantly seeing, thanks to people like you, thanks to Doomed and Stoned and other, like 420 Radio helps us out too. But a lot of networking that people are checking us out, and I'm surprised that we get as much feedback as we do, especially like what I was saying outside is this new stuff that we're doing, like I said before, is much more, for me, I think it expresses much more what we're doing. So when people go and check out our old stuff, which is all we have on the internet, is stuff that we made 2 years ago. I'm surprised that we're still getting new, because when this hits the internet, I expect that it's going to compound.
Yeah, that's my thing with people finding us is like this new CD is like just the overall quality of the expression itself is everything that I've wanted. It's like the Battle of the Peak stuff and everything on YouTube is like, it just doesn't even touch because of the sound quality. What we're really doing, I think.
We took a really big leap because we recorded Battle of the Peak in our basement.
Yeah.
And then we recorded this album with Billy Anderson.
Yeah.
So it's just like
that's
instantly
night and day.
I mean, I never even fathomed that we would be able to work with him this soon.
Yeah.
I mean, he was like, I had it. It was like one day, maybe, Billy Anderson, we could do a record with him.
Yeah.
And then Nate from Witch Mountain was like, oh, he lives in Portland. I was like, what? Yeah. Next thing you know, we're
so
doing it with
crazy.
Billy. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so
the sonic difference is pretty huge.
Yep, Holy Grove just recorded their album with Billy and
everyone who's playing tonight.
Witch Mountain.
It's pretty cool. And he's doing the sound. So.
And he's doing sound tonight.
Sound sounding great.
Yeah.
Probably ideal for him.
For sure, for sure.
He knows all the material.
Yeah. Well, cool. So then, I know you guys all have jobs and lives, and just dreaming now. Your record gets noticed, and you start thinking about touring. Has that even been a discussion yet?
Yeah.
We're on the outskirts of discussing touring.
Yeah.
We all want to tour, and we hope that we will. But I mean, as of right now, where we stand, it's not feasible for us. But hopefully, in the near future, it will be.
Okay.
We would love to.
Right on.
We'll get there.
You'll totally get there.
Well, when we figure out the right way to do it for us, that's when we'll do it. We don't want to rush anything.
Well, it's like talking to Mike from Yob. He explained to me, how all of them have jobs or commitments, and their employers are very gracious to give them time off. And then they have to make it up for the rest of the year. And there's these really unique arrangements, even for bands like as the stature of Yob. So it's hard for.
It's the same for Neurosis.
For Neurosis, yep. It's not easy to just pick up and run with it for a lot of bands.
We'll try. We'll do our damnedest. We do it in every other aspect of what we're doing. So there's no reason for that not to reflect there too.
Right on. Ron, so is your album out today, and is it on vinyl or CD?
Right now, all we have is CD.
Okay. And this is kind of from the the aftermath of the Portland Winter Metal Olympics,
Yeah.
where you guys won gold. Yep.
CDs
Yep.
from Crave Dog.
Yep, from Crave Dog.
And right now, really the only place to get them is through our Bandcamp.
Yeah.
Which is like Zirakzigil.bandcamp. We're going to be putting them up there probably right after
Cool.
the show, sometime next week.
All right, guys. Well, I promise you 10 minutes, and I'm going to let you prepare for the show. But thank you so much for visiting with us, and hope to talk to you soon. I'm looking forward to the performance.
Awesome.
All right, cool.